Hey guys, how you doing? Dr. Lou Hilliard here with Life Force Med Beds. You know, a lot of people have come up to me recently, especially recently, because I got my book coming out, I got my med bed out, I got my RPM system. Like literally, we're like Life Force Med Beds is moving at such a rapid pace, and people are like, how are you making this happen? But also, you're so lucky, Lou. You're so lucky that you can work and have this great thing and do it. No, guys, it is not luck. Oh, Louie, I see that you made some money. Oh, you must be rich and you made, you're lucky. No, it is not luck that I've made a little bit of money. Understand, people, my friends, that I fail more than I actually succeed. But what makes me different separates me from you and most people is that I don't just set one goal. I set hundreds of goals, and I fail at most of them. But the ones that I do, the ones that stick, are the ones that make a big difference, not only in my life, but literally in the healthcare system in the world. My decisions now have been impacting the world in healthcare. So how does that happen? I like to say to people, I lose more than I have ever won. Okay. And of course you have to fail to succeed. The difference between the person that becomes successful versus the person that sits, in their dead end town, maybe sometimes they're sitting at the end of the bar, maybe sometimes they're just in a dead end marriage and they're not happy, and they don't do anything, is because they set one goal, they might have not achieved it, and then they just give up. Or they might have told their significant other, or they might have told a bunch of their friends, or maybe even their parents, and they told them, they doubted them, and then it shot down their goal. Understand that the number one goal, in creating a goal and reaching a goal and striving for a goal, I should say, creating, striving, and reaching for a goal, the number one rule that you cannot do is go and tell anybody. The last thing that I would want to do is tell anybody in my family my goals. They just can't understand it. They don't think like me. They would rather work their 9 to 5, be told what to do and how to do it, and then go home and watch the news and recycle all over again. I could never live like that. Now, there's nothing wrong with that. It's just not who I am. But also, family and your friends sometimes, and could even also be your partner, are the biggest destroyers of goals because they think of you in their mind and their perception of what they want. So it could be, as a child, it could be when you had a bad time in your life, or it could be maybe they're judging you from whatever. But understand that you can't tell people your goals, because if you do, they will respond in a way that how they see you. So the last thing you want to do is that, because what that can do is that, like the spear that's right behind me with this shield, is when you have a goal, it's like you have to have a shield. You have to have your helmet, your breastplate. This is my helmet of knowledge, my breastplate of righteousness, my sword of the word. Understand, you have to put on the helmet of God, or the armor of God. Excuse me, guys. I didn't mean to do that neither. This is just this is where I set up at. Everything is set up, and I'll show you guys. This is nothing more than just my little hallway here. But anyways, let me get back on subject. When you're achieving a goal or striving for a goal, okay, the goal, the number one rule is you can't tell your family and your friends or your loved ones. They will knock you from your goal. They are the first people to do it. And that's nothing against them. It's just how the human nature goes. Now, with that being said, also understand that when you start achieving your goals, like especially me, like, holy cow, Doc, you wrote a book, you created these great inventions and you've made millions of dollars in overnight. How does that happen to somebody? It doesn't happen by pure luck. Guys, I want you to understand how much that I have had to go through emotionally, how much I had to go through personally, friendship-wise, the friends that I lost, the people that I lost, when you achieve a goal, when you go towards reaching a goal, that it's going to be different. And you have to raise your vibration, so people are going to fall off. And there's nothing wrong with those people. I have nothing bad to say about the people that I've lost and the friends that I've lost and the family members that I've lost. I don't care or hold myself accountable and say, boo-hoo. There's no time for that. It's because when you raise your vibration, to reach a goal, that it's going to, you're going to lose. People are going to drop off just because they're not within that vibration. So you're going to have to sacrifice. And the sacrifice is sometimes the loss of friendships, the loss of loved ones, the loss of spouses, because they don't see where you're trying to go or where you want to achieve. But that's all right. Don't beat yourself up over it, because if it's true and it's true love, it will always cycle back around. It always does. Life is, remember, I was talking about in my other videos, life is a cycle. Life is a rhythm. Life is a pulse. It circles around. It pulses in and out. So people are going to come in your life. People are going to come out of your life. Goals are going to be achieved. Goals are going to be failed. You're going to win in some relationships and you're going to lose. You're going to win in some business dealings and you're going to lose. But that's all right, because if you didn't have the people that doubted you, if you didn't have the family members that gave up on you, if you didn't have the friends that deceived you, where would you be? You have to thank these people for propelling you and only making you stronger. Remember when I was talking about when you put on the armor of God, you put on the breastplate of righteousness and the helmet of knowledge and the sword of the word and the shoes of peace. The shoes of peace is just as much about being a warrior, being a champion, being a winner, being somebody that strives for goals and can take the losses and still come out on top. That's what makes a winner. It's not that you get knocked down 70 times. It's that you got up 71 times. Thomas Edison kept on failing. Nikola Tesla kept on failing. Colonel Sanders kept on failing. Do you understand that some of the greatest people, Henry Ford, kept on failing? Elon Musk, who I just went and visited, fails more than anybody. Okay? So understand what we got to do. When you want to achieve a goal, you have to fail to win. And you keep your mouth shut and you don't tell anybody your goals and your dreams, and you just let them happen. Now, with this med bed, it was some of the biggest sacrifices I ever had to take, my friends, people, my listeners, my viewers. I'm just going to come to you guys because I want to share, not just about my amazing technology, but also who I am as a person, what I had to endure to achieve what I had to achieve. That, when Jesus Christ came into my life and he talked to me and gave me the download of this med bed, how to put all of the technologies together, what needed to be done. You understand that one day I fell asleep and I woke up and I had everything in my head. How does that happen? Okay, but with that being said, when you're given something that is divinely given to you, a download, I like to call it a download, that is the idea was given to me. Here, Louis, put this together. But God, I am not the person. I can't do it. I mess up all the time. No, Louis, you got to put it together. But God, my life is messed up right now. I can't do it. No, Louis, you got to do it. Okay, God, I'm going to get my life together. Okay, God, I'm going to do it. And I started putting the Life Force Med Bed together. I started to write my book. I started to do things that were conducive to my lifestyle, that was always in my lifestyle, that might have maybe lost some focus in some ways. Then the big challenges come. You know, when you have a goal and you're on the precipice of something, and especially if Jesus Christ gives you that knowledge, you know that the devil's going to come to attack. He's going to use everybody. Remember I was telling you? He's going to use friends. He's going to use family members. He's going to use the people that you loved, the people that you trusted, the people that you've helped out, the people that you gave to, the people that you trusted, the people that you let your guard down to. He's going to send every one of them to you to destroy you, especially if it's a big goal that's going to make big things happen. So this med bed, I've talked to you people about my med bed invention. It was a download, but there are powers that be that do not want this technology out. They don't want it out. And I want you to understand this, that you might have even mentioned it in some of my other videos, that in the few years that I have strived and struggled to put this med bed together, the attacks on my business, the attacks on my home, the attacks on my person is almost overwhelming. You couldn't handle it. You're too weak. Most people are. But I could. And why could I? Because I had faith in God. I had faith in Jesus Christ, my Lord and Savior. But also, I also have a purpose. Me putting together the Life Force Med Bed is a purpose in life. It's not about making money. It's about saving people's lives, giving people what they've been praying for. The purpose of my book is to give people a book of knowledge that they can make better health choices for themselves. My remote patient monitoring system with Sophia, the AI, this is going to be the first of its kind in the medical model or in all model. Chiropractors, medical, doesn't matter. I have it. And it's going to improve the lives of each and every one of the people on this earth when they use it. With that being said, to bring these amazing stories in the book, to bring the amazing technologies, that the devil is going to come hardcore, especially when he knows that you're going to help people. And that's all right. I survived 2 assassination attempts. I survived, this house being almost like, I want to say if it was, what's it called? But one day, I think I told you guys I woke up a couple times and everything was opened up, everything, every cupboard, every door to let me know that they know that they're here. Who is they? I don't know who the heck they are, but they want to send a message to me, and it has been. But let me tell you, it would be enough to scare. It would be enough to scare anybody. What happened? What happens? What goes on? But I'm not scared because I know that I'm divinely driven by a power to bring such an amazing healthcare technology, such as the LifeForce MedBed, such as the LifeForce remote patient monitoring system with Sophia, the artificial intelligence. Okay, this is groundbreaking stuff, and I refuse to be in secret organizations and stuff like that because I serve one power, and that's the man upstairs. So, of course, I'm not religious. I don't go to church every day, but I do know where my faith is at. So with that being said, I know I went completely around like this whole circle, but let me bring it all together. First, if you have a goal, you have a dream, you have to quiet your mind, quiet yourself. That means whether it be stop hanging out with the wrong people, stop doing the wrong habits or what have you, start getting up early, start exercising, and start working towards your goal. Keep your mouth shut. Don't tell anybody. Not your friends, not your family, not your relatives, not your loved ones. Work hard. Be prepared to fail. You're gonna fail. If you want to be successful, you have to fail. And it's all right to fail. It's all right to be a villain in people's stories. It's all right to not make everybody happy and proud. You do it if it's in here. You be true to yourself. Everything else is just going to fall in place. It's a cycle. Where are you in this cycle? Are you in the up? Are you in the down? And if you're in the down, get the fuck out of the down and get back in the up. And if you're in the up, you better stay humble. Stay humble. Lose this. Come from here. I don't say that just to blow smoke. I'm saying, talking to myself too, my friends. So, I'm Dr. Lou Hilliard. I'm the inventor of the LifeForce MedBed. I let you into my life a little bit because I want to share with you the struggles that it takes to bring this technology to you. And it is here. It is for you. You will see me with the president very soon. You're going to see me with all the big people you see on TV, and I don't give a care about none of that. But they want my technology. They love my technology. And we're bringing the world's greatest med bed to a city near you. So if you are interested in opening up a LifeForce MedBed Center, if you are used to getting kicked when you're down, if you're used to being an entrepreneur and struggling to fight and build something, it is now the time. And you don't even have to be a fight to build it. It could just be easy. Open up the abundance. But the LifeForce MedBeds are here. The LifeForce MedBed Center is here. And we're looking to open up 500 centers. And I'm looking for champions to help me open up these centers. I'm looking for people that have gone through the hard times. I'm looking for the people that have the mindset to persevere. I'm looking for the people that have the mindset that success and abundance flows to them. Easy. And then we are going to create an amazing, powerful, brand new industry in the entire world called the LifeForce MedBed industry. So I'm asking you to call me. Get your mom and dad to call me. Get your business partner that's got the checkbook to call me so we can build this great industry today. My name is Dr. Lou Hilliard. Always increase your vibration. Love yourself, give love to the world, and be the vibration and the person that you wish to see in others. God bless. Take care.